Hey guys, this is another run on Act 3 Chapter 8.1 in DFFOO Global. This setup is perfect for you if you decided to skip the Kain banner in case you are hoping to hold out for a future FR, because this setup uses a friend Kain with FR and BT. The party setup is Garnet, Penelo as the Force Time Charger, and Sith. But quick disclaimer though that my party is pretty well built because both Garnet and Sith does have a 5/5 ultimate weapon. As far as my Penelo goes, you don't really need a lot for Penelo. The only thing I gave Penelo is a base high armor, and I only invested her force level to level 10, which only requires 5000 enhancements points. So at the start, what I did is just reset until Garnet goes first, and that's pretty much all you need. I had Garnet use her first turn on BT+, and that's quite important. You want to use her first free turn on BT+, so that you can deplete her BT aura down to 6 turns pretty quickly. And then I used her additional ability to get the AA aura up, and then I used the Seed Rain's base call. And this is also quite important, you use Seed Rain's base call to pull Penelo to act after Garnet. So Penelo would have second turn here due to the Seed Rain's base call, and on Penelo's turn, all I'm doing is spamming S1 and S2 all the way until the FR is as fully charged as possible, I guess. You won't be able to get to 100% with Penelo just by spamming S1, S2, but you would get pretty close to that. The good thing about Penelo's S1 and S2 is that they are instant turns and they do not contribute to the turn count, so doing this, the turn count is still at 1. I also gave Penelo a Seymour LD call, and that's really just to help her break the enemies when they regen their brave, as well as apply some nice debuffs. If you don't have Seymour LD call, just use the best debuffing LD call that you have. The other purpose for the LD call on Penelo is to also trigger the follow-up attack from Sith, so that you can quickly charge up the Ifrit summon meter. Don't forget also that you can use additional ability on Penelo to restore skill users on her S1 and S2. This lets you do a few more turns with it. So essentially here all I'm doing is spamming until she runs out completely of both her S1 and S2. And because I've invested 5000 enhancement points on Penelo's force level, you will be able to significantly charge up your force time much more quickly than the bosses can. So right here I run out of S1 and S2. Once that's done, the force gauge, as you can see, is about 87%. I swap her out for the friend Kain support. Just find the most or best built Kain in your friend support list as you can, and then I go straight into BT+. I did make a slight mistake here. Preferably what you want to do is use Kain's additional ability before his BT+, but in the long run that didn't really matter too much. So coming to Sith's turn, which is turn number 3. Here I'm about to pop summon, but before I do, I use Sith's additional ability and both her call abilities before summon mode, since all of these are instant turns and also do not contribute to the turn count. The other reason why is also doing all these additional actions slightly charges the force time gauge to help me reach 100% as quickly as possible. So popping summon here is good because it freezes the boss's force time gauge to prevent the HP poison from happening, and the goal here is to hit 100% right on Kain's turn so that you can enter force time with Kain immediately. On Garnet's turn, I hold off on using Seed Rain's LD call because I'm actually saving it for after summon mode. You need to dedicate quite a lot of turns inside summon mode to Kain because he needs to use his LD, his FR attack, as well as the jump ability, which takes half of the entire summon mode by itself. So just nice, Kain enters 100% FR time. So right before entering into force time, I first have him use his LD to max out his overhead stack so that I'll be able to jump immediately. Then I go into force time, which also freezes the enemy's force time, which is pretty nice. and then I have Kain jump into the air. Doing all these actions also nicely positions Garnet to act first immediately after summon mode, which is really ideal for this strategy. So right here I'm on Garnet's turn, force time is at 8 turns, which is really just perfect. So before entering Garnet's BT mode, I use the Seed Rain's LD call so that I get to launch during her burst mode, and this allows me to very nicely enter BT mode with 7 turns of force time remaining. So during force time, what I do with Garnet is S1, S2, LD to refresh her skills, and then S1, S2 again, and then I run out of skills at that point, so I just had to use an HP attack. The good thing is that following this setup, it times very nicely as well, because you get 2 overhead attacks with Garnet inside her BT mode, which is further amplified by the force time bonus damage, and you get her BT expiry attack, which is also further amplified by the force time bonus. So in case your party is not as well built and you can't finish off the bosses inside the BT mode, you should still be fine. You have a few more player turns after Garnet's BT mode anyway that you can continue to deal damage to the boss. So even if they survive with a little bit of health left, you should still be able to close out the fight. So that was a nice 73 million BT mode, which is pretty good considering it's only like a 200+% force time. Anyway, hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoyed the content, please leave a like, comment or subscribe, really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye!